The Wicked Stepmother and Her Son. Long ago, in a small village surrounded by thick forests and golden farmlands, there lived a kind farmer named Kwaku. Kwaku had one son, Kojo, from his first wife, who had passed away when Kojo was still a child. Kojo was gentle and hard-working. He respected elders, cared for animals, and never complained. But after some years, Kwaku remarried. The new wife, Adwoa, was beautiful, but her heart was not. At first, she smiled sweetly and spoke softly. But once she gave birth to her own son, Kofi, everything changed. She began to see Kojo not as a child, but as competition. Why should he inherit the farm? She would whisper to herself at night. Why should my son share what should be his? From that day on, her kindness disappeared. She gave Kojo the hardest chores, she fed him the smallest portions, she spoke lies about him to his father. Kojo is lazy, Kojo disrespects me, Kojo wants to harm his brother, Kwaku. Blinded by trust, began to doubt his own son, Kojo endured in silence. He woke before sunrise to fetch water, he worked under the hot sun until his hands blistered. At night, he slept on a thin mat near the kitchen fire. Only the old village grandmother noticed. Patience, she told him, truth walks slowly, but it always arrives 1 year. A severe drought struck the land. The river dried up. The crops withered. Hunger spread across the village. Desperate, the villagers decided to send a sacrifice to the sacred forest, believing the spirits would restore the rain. Adwoa saw her opportunity. She went to Kwaku and said, "The elders say a strong young man must carry the offering deep into the forest. Kofi is too young. Let Kojo go." Kwaku agreed. But the truth was darker. Adwoa secretly told Kojo to walk beyond the marked path into the forbidden part of the forest, where wild animals roamed. "If you truly love this family," she said coldly, "prove it." Kojo knew the danger, yet he obeyed. He carried the offering basket into the forest alone. The deeper he walked, the quieter it became. Even the birds stopped singing. Suddenly, he heard a low growl. A large leopard stepped onto the path. Kojo froze. Instead of running, he closed his eyes and whispered, "If my heart has been pure, let truth protect me." The leopard stared, then slowly moved aside. Kojo walked past safely. At the heart of the forest, he placed the offering on a stone altar. As he turned to leave, dark clouds gathered overhead. Thunder roared. Rain began to pour, a heavy yet powerful. Life-giving rain. The drought was broken. Back in the village, the people celebrated. But something else happened. Kofi, Adwoa's son, had followed Kojo secretly into the forest, curious and jealous. He had wandered off the safe path. When the rain came, the swollen river blocked his return. The villagers heard his cries. Without hesitation, Kojo ran back into the forest despite his exhaustion. He searched through mud and storm until he found his younger brother clinging to a tree branch above rushing water. Kojo risked his own life to save him. He pulled Kofi to safety. When they returned to the village, soaked and trembling, the truth finally revealed itself. Kofi confessed everything. He told the villagers how his mother had sent Kojo to danger on purpose. Silence fell upon the crowd. Adwoa's lies crumbled like dry leaves. Kwaku looked at his son, truly looked at him for the first time in years. He saw the blisters, the scars, the quiet strength. Shame filled his heart that night. He stood before the elders and confessed his blindness. Adwoa, exposed and disgraced, left the village in silence. From that day forward, Kojo was no longer treated as less. The villagers respected him not because he endured suffering, but because even after cruelty, his heart remained kind. And Kofi, he grew up honoring his brother, never forgetting who saved his life. Moral of the story, jealousy digs a pit for others, but often falls into it first, and a pure heart, even when tested, will always rise.